Okay, part two. My husband scared the crap out of me. Came into the room, didn't hear him. All of a sudden I looked around and he was there. I scare easy. Okay, what was I saying? The difference of being supportive, about eating. Anyway, keep your enthusiasm about what you're not going to allow in your body. You working out. And because I ended up slowing down, I used the reasons for not working out because I was working. By the time I get up and get going in the morning, I got to go let the dog out. I got to walk her. I have the most undecisive dog ever. And by the time I get through dealing with her, getting dressed, getting to work, and even when I first had the surgery, I used to stay on the property. I was a leasing consultant, and I was right there by the office. But that job, I have to say, out of all the line of jobs I've had in my past, was the worst one to have after having the surgery. Why? Because I was sitting on my butt. Leasing consultant, you're on your butt. You do get up and around the office, and it was a pretty big office, so I had a lot of space to walk around, do this and that. But you sit back down. You spend most of your time sitting on your butt. Before I did this, back in June 2012, before I let go of my other job, I used to work for Bed Bath & Beyond. And I was a department lead, and I was up and down a ladder all day long. My 8-hour shift included me going around the whole store, helping other people, squatting, bending, pulling, lifting, all that. I was like, oh my God, right now I would love to have had that job, because I would have been getting my workout at work. Yeah, I was a cashier as well, but I was doing a lot of lifting, bending, squatting, tons of walking throughout my 8-hour day. If I would have skipped on a workout, it wouldn't have mattered, because work was a workout itself. Anyway, getting down to everything else, since this is my part two of this. A lot of other people, my other thing that scares me is, I will also advise anybody that follows anyone, comparing yourself to other people. You're going to do it. You're going to compare yourself to other people. It's part of the process. It's a human thing, It's definitely a girl thing. Like, oh my God, do I look that small? And then someone tells you what they're wearing. You're like, oh my God, I'm wearing that same thing. Or that same, oh, I'm smaller than you. I'm wearing a size smaller than them. But why do they look smaller than I do? It's because you still look at yourself as that big person. Why? Because you still have a lot of big body parts. Some women, as you look at any other videos and pictures of people, they lose extremely well. But if you've had any loose skin before you even started, you're going to have extremely a lot more once you start losing weight. One lady I started watching because she started out at the same weight I did. Well, there's a pound difference with Sleep Franklin. And when I first had my surgery, all the process she went through, I went through it too. I even had this scale of, how much she lost in this week. And I compared, and I was like, good, I'm on a good thing going here. Everything is processing good, kept me amped up until all of a sudden, I want to say I probably got around 12 weeks. And mine, was it 12 weeks? I think it was 12 weeks. And it started changing. I was like, well, and then someone reminded me later on that also it will be different. Why? Because you've got 10 years on her. If I'm not mistaken, maybe 10 or 12, I'm not sure. Your metabolism is going to be a little bit different. You've had this fat for over, she may have had hers like 10 or 15 years. You've had yours 20 to 25, 22 years. You've been overweight. And she once was a skinny girl. I don't think I'd be considered skinny since I was in, oh my gosh, middle school. And even then, compared to the other girls, I was still considered thick. I was the girl that I didn't have fat hanging off of me, but I had the boobs and the butt of a grown woman, unlike the other girls in school. I had the smaller waist, but the butt stuck out, the hips were out, the breasts were up there. I mean, I started the girls early in life, and that would be considered fat back then. But actually, I'm only 5'3", and I have I had that hourglass body figure. Yeah, when the hourglass gets fit, extra fat, it still looks good compared to some, but it's a lot more. If you've seen some of my beginning videos, which was, of course, the beginning, not now. Oh my gosh. Oof, when I look back at it, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe I got that heavy. But one thing out of everything, I am so happy I have this, because even if I stop here, which right now I am still, my mark is still 198, even though I keep going from that to 202. And then I'll go right back down. And of course, sometimes my doctor said when it does that, sometimes means that you may be a little dehydrated. And at that time, I was still drinking water pretty good. But I am now at home, and I've been at home almost a month now. I no longer work as a leasing consultant. The next job I get, I do want to be more active. Right now, I am at home with my husband. He is trying to fight cancer. And so mainly most of my stuff is just around the house. So this is one reason why I said I don't have an excuse not to work out now. I don't do crap other than wait on him and help him. And we go out to the doctors and things like that. I am now doing, before I wanted to Zumba class, I never had time because I didn't get off work till 6. And then, excuse me, most classes didn't start till 6 o'clock. And it's like, that's crazy and that's so unfair. But now that I tried doing it once on my phone, it's just not the same. But now that I have a computer, I've even subscribed to channels so that I can go straight to them. I don't have to keep searching for them. Channels that have the Zumba workout, that has the cardio workout. I've probably got about 10 different ones on there. And I take an hour. I wanted to start taking an hour out of each day. But I realized after 2 days straight, the next day, I was just not feeling it. It's not that I couldn't have went in there and done it. I just wasn't feeling it. That lazy. And I was so proud of myself because I did that. And then I let a few days go by, and then I did another day. And sometimes I wear this last time I wore my sweatsuit, which is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, not just a regular jogging suit, sweatsuit, but that it's like a sauna suit is what they're calling them. They used to call them something back in the 80s, but they're like made out of plastic. You can get them at Walmart for like $10. It's a top and pants, and you put that over like your workout outfit. And when you go running, which I am running now, I haven't done a lot of it, but I can run for a certain amount of time, then I'll walk it out. Then I'll run a little bit, then I'll walk it out. The sweatsuit does help you sweat. I'm a girl. I do not like to sweat. I hate sweating. It's so freaking nasty. And I've always hated it. But when it comes to working out, I can understand when you're doing something. You're working out, you're sweating. And sweating is something you need to do more of. So putting the sauna suit on, I worked out for a good 30 minutes instead of my whole hour. And when I took it off, I was definitely wet. I mean, the shirt I had on was a long sleeve shirt, mainly to catch some of the sweat because it will come sleeping down your hand and stuff. And I had on some of my workout pants underneath the pants, and it was a good workout. It really was. But I want to try different things, and I want to get myself back into the habit of it. So if I at least get myself into the habit, I won't get back into the lazy mind. Or if I have to skip a day because of whatever reason, not feeling well or had a lot of errands to run, then I don't feel as bad because I've gotten in as much as I could that week. Body shot time so I can get off of here. Okay. One other thing I was talking about in my other video was the fact that when I was watching Sleep Franklin, she had gotten so much further than me, and then I said something about a friend of mine had told me that you got to realize, or was it my doctor? I don't remember who told me, that there's like 10 to 12 years difference between the two of you. And not only that, you know, she lost, at this point, she was past her goal. I mean, she had met her goal and passed it. She even had her doctors worried that she was losing a little bit too much weight. Me, I still have 48 pounds to go to get to my goal that my doctor set for me, which is 150. I started out at 279. I'm at 198 now. And my goal for me was 135. And he said that may not look that good on you. Wait till you start getting down and set your goal at 150. I want to at least get to 150, and then I can start working from there. Anyway, let me fix this. This is my excess fat on my arms. My boobs have gone down. I've changed a couple of bras, and in the beginning I was at a 44H. Then I went down to a 40H. This is a 38H because no matter how much you lose, they deflate, but you have all this excess skin. Like, it pops up a little bit here. This is the bra that fits really good. The one that's too big doesn't show any kind of this because I have so much room. I mean, I actually could put a gun in there and you couldn't tell the difference. There's so much room. And this one, my boobs are actually in the bra. And it's like, but then you have your little extra skin that sticks out. I don't mean like extra skin like your boob is popping out. I mean that extra skin. When you start losing the weight, you'll see the difference what I'm talking about. But as you see here, I am in a size 12 comfortably. I can get in a 10. I have not bought a 10 yet. Money is not something we can waste on something that I can get in. I need to be wearing it before I just actually go out and get in it. And here you go. This is my side view. This right here is the part, if I pull that up, well, that doesn't help. This right here does not want to go away. I've lost some butt, but I still am going to have plenty there. But this top part is the hardest. The stomach is the hardest. This is what I was talking about when I said that I had the C-section and you have that butt look. It used to be so much worse. But anyway, this is it after going down. And it should be a lot better than this by now. But you know what? If I start working out and getting back to my activities, it won't look so bad. I think I'm done. I'm going to try to remember to keep posting so that those of you that have decided to watch my videos will have more info, more things to expect, blah, blah, blah. Bye.